Hi, my name is Pankaj. I am with my colleague Nicke Kadao, and in Thyrocare we handle customer support. So we've been using Ozonetel for last 5 years, I would say. Prior to Ozonetel, we were working with X-Dialer. Yeah. So switching to Ozonetel was the reason that the X-Dialer didn't have the system where the ticket could be generated. So our first use case to get the tickets generated so that the first response time and the TAT of the response can be tagged and can be closely monitored. So when we started with Ozonetel, there was another partner, that is Salesforce, who was helping us with Ozonetel only to generate the tickets and to map the TAT and everything.
I'll say dialer, so there has to be that has to be a very user friendly, right? And that's the reason we shifted to Ozonetel, where we found user experience is pretty good. Whomsoever is actually accessing that portal, that was very easy to handle, easy to adapt at the very earliest stage.
Recently, we've been using Ozonetel like additional feature, that is AI agent, and that is in the collaboration with some other vendor. Agent is basically calling to the customers, right? Because there are blood test appointment. If the current use case is, if 100 customers are booking the slot, then only 50 or 60% of the customers were able to actually avail the service. So 40% of the slots of Thyrocare appointment slots, they were getting wastage. They were not getting utilized. So what we wanted to do, we wanted to tap those customers and we wanted to understand from them whether they are really looking to get the appointment confirmed, or they just want to get that rescheduled. So before assigning a slot or assigning a precious slot, I would say technician slot, we were like asking them, if you really want to do the 7 o'clock appointment or blood test appointment, if you want to avail. So if the customer says yes, then only we confirm the appointment and we assign the flebo. If customer says no, straight away there and there we cancel the appointment. So roughly 20% of the slots are getting utilized for the potential customers and potential appointment, I would say. So the use cases that we handle in Thyrocare, basically it's a diagnostic company. So we help customers to book the blood test appointment, right? Then comes the appointment status. Let's say if customer has booked a 7 a.m. appointment for tomorrow, and if a phlebotomist is not reaching to their place by, let's say, 7:15, then definitely the customer is going to call back and ask the appointment status. So in such way, we are able to communicate to the real time phlebotomy status to the customer. Then the third thing is report TAT. Like diagnostic, you always want your report at the promised time, right? Because there are many things that going to define the TAT. If I have an appointment, doctor's appointment at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening, the report has to be ready by 6 o'clock. If the report is not there at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, the appointment is going to be wasted. So that's the reason, if I know that the report is not going to come by 7 o'clock, and if I can do something and I can proactively inform the customer or update the patient, then definitely that the mitigates the risk, or that reduces the complaints, I would say. So basically sales, then the appointments, then the reports, and the complaints related to the values of the reports, everything that we handle with Ozonetel. Till last month, we were just using a dialer service of Ozonetel. But yes, from last month, we started taking help from Ozonetel to integrate for AI agent. Because let's say in one pin code, if there are only 3 or 4 phlebotomists, and if customer wants to book an appointment, and if the slot is not open for the customer, then definitely the business is also lost. And the second thing is that the Thyrocare's mission is that only, that we want to reach to every single customer. We want to reach to every single pin code, right? There should not be any opportunity where Thyrocare is not available there, right? So our idea is that only, go to the website, go to the sales partner, and just drop a pin code and check the service. If the service is available, then you can book. But if service is not available because the slot is already occupied by some non-potential lead or non-potential customer, then definitely it's a loss for Thyrocare also, as a business loss. And yes, it's an inconvenience to the customer also. So with the help of Ozonetel, we are solving both the things. We are making the slots free, we are making the slots available, and yes, we are retaining the customers also.
It helps us gathering insight very effectively and very easily. What are the interactions happening with a customer, between agents and customers? And second, I would say it is very easy to integrate with any of the system which we want to onboard. Let's say we had multiple systems, we had actually multiple integrations. I found Ozonetel very easy to integrate platform for us.